Good morning, students. What was learned in the previous class, ma? That are what are called errors, and then what are the types of errors, how to propagate the error when the two quantities will be added or subtract or divide, or how to take the power of a quantity, that the error, how to calculate, that all are and then rounding of one number, that all are learned in the previous class. Okay, in the today's session we will discuss about the dimensional analysis. What's the meaning that dimensional analysis? What are the fundamental physical quantities, ma? Length, mass, time, amount of substance, luminous intensity, current, that all are the fundamental basic physical quantities. That the basic physical quantities have the dimensions. Okay, what's the meaning the dimension, ma? So for example, mass M, length capital L, and T is capital T, and then it will be all are mentioned in the bracket that are called dimension. For example, mass, length, time. Mass is capital M, length is capital L, T is capital T, and then all are is mentioned in the square bracket. It will be called as a dimension. Dimension is nothing but it will be denoted in bracket, square bracket, M, L, T. So mass, capital M, length, all the physical quantities should be mentioned in the capital letters, and then all the physical quantity having some powers also. What's the meaning that? M power 0, L power 1, T power minus 1. That all are the powers, okay, powers of some basic physical quantities. Physical quantities capital letter square bracket denote பண்றதுக்கு பேர் தான் dimensional analysis. Okay, what are the basic physical quantities, ma? What are the basic physical quantities? That is length, mass, time, temperature, luminous intensity, amount of substance, current. So length, mass, time, temperature, luminous intensity, amount of substance, current. That all are the basic physical quantities. That the physical quantities should be mentioned in the first three: length, mass, time. In mechanics branch, physics are having now more and more branches. In mechanics, length, mass, time only denoted as, okay, the dimensions of length, mass, time, that is length is L, mass is M, and time is T. That all are denoted in the mechanics branch. Okay, and then temperature will be denoted the dimension in thermodynamics. What's the meaning that thermodynamics? On the basis of and the effects of heat will be applied to the any one object. It will be denoted in the form of temperature. Temperature, SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. So in the thermodynamics, the temperature only used and then square bracket of K. Okay, that is the dimension of temperature. And then luminous intensity. That is the dimension of luminous intensity is CDR pi. Okay, that is the dimension of luminous intensity. And then amount of substance, mole. In atomic physics, the amount of substance it will be denoted as mole, the square bracket of mole. And then current in the electricity branch, the current will be used. The current, the unit of current is ampere, so the square bracket of A will be is denoted the dimension of physical quantities. Dimension is nothing but just mention the first initial capital letter with a square bracket. That is called dimensional analysis. So all the physical quantities it will be discussed in the dimensional form. Okay, that all are the dimensional formula for all the basic physical quantities. Now we will go for dimensional formula and then dimensional equation. What's the meaning the dimensional formula and dimensional equation, ma? Dimension formula is nothing but just to mention the physical quantity in capital with square bracket. For example, velocity, it will be denoted as velocity. What's the formula for velocity? Displacement per time. Okay, displacement per time. Displacement means length it will be covered. So length it will be covered. The dimensional formula displacement is square bracket of L. Okay, then dimensional formula for time, that is square bracket of T. Okay, then L, square bracket L, the T is in denominator part, you take in the numerator part T power minus 1. That is the dimensional formula for velocity. Okay, so dimensional formula is nothing but just mention the physical quantities capital letter and within a square bracket. That is called dimensional formula. So dimensional formula for velocity is L T power minus 1. How did you get, ma? So you first you write the formula and then substitute the dimension values for that formula, values, and then we will easily get the dimensional formula for one physical quantity. Okay, then this is dimensional formula, but V is equal to U plus AT you take. Okay, so V dimensional formula is LT power minus 1 and U is the initial velocity. The dimensional formula is LT power minus 1 and then A is LT power minus 2. Acceleration dimensional formula is LT power minus 2 and T dimensional formula is T. Okay, that is the dimensional equation, because dimensional equation having left and right side part is there, then all the quantities having the dimensional value also. So what's the difference between dimensional formula and dimensional equation, ma? Dimensional formula is having only one quantity, the dimension of one quantity, but dimensional equation is having more quantities in the left hand side and right hand side. The dimension also it should be mentioned, that is called dimensional equation. So first I said that dimensional formula for all physical quantities. Now dimensional formula and dimensional equation. Next we will go for dimensionless quantities, dimensional variables, dimensionless variables, dimensional constant, dimensional variables, dimensionless variables, dimensional constant, dimensionless constant. Okay, so what is the meaning that dimensional variables? Variable means value variable. One velocity having one value and displacement having one value and acceleration having one value. So all the physical quantities having different values that are called variables, but all the variables having the different dimension. So variables having dimension will be called dimensional variables. Dimension ulla variable ke perna dimensional variable. Example, velocity, displacement and acceleration, all of them. Okay, mostly all the variables will be having the dimension will be called as dimensional variables. Okay, dimensional variables na onnu variable values ku dimension irundhudu appadina adu dimensional variables. Okay, next dimensionless variables. Which variables does not having dimension, it will be called as dimensionless variables. One variable is there that the variable does not having dimension, does not mention in the dimensional form. Or variable dimensional form explain panna mudiyala appadina, that is called dimensionless variables. Example, specific gravity and refractive index. Specific gravity and refractive index. Specific gravity and refractive index. Okay, then third one is dimensional constants. What's the meaning that constant? Constant is a constant value. Some constant value having dimension. For example, gravitational constant G, gravitational constant G, and then Planck's constant, gravitational constant G, and then Planck's constant H. Okay, that is the called, that are the constant but having the dimension. Okay, dimension ulla constant ke peru dimensional constant. Dimensionless constants, what's the meaning that, ma? That the constant does not having dimension. For example, numbers 1, 2 up to that pi, e, that are all the dimensionless constant. So this is a simple 2 marks: dimensional variable, dimensionless variable, dimensional constant, dimensionless constants. Dimensional variable means variables having dimension, that is called dimensional variables. Dimensionless variable means variable does not having dimension, that is called dimensionless variables. Dimensional constant means constant values having dimension, it will be called as dimensional constant. அப்படினா என்ன அர்த்தம்? constant dimensional formula mention பண்ண முடிஞ்சதுனா அது வந்து dimensional constant. Dimensionless constant means some constant value is there that the constants does not having dimension, that are called dimensionless constants. Okay, that all are dimensional variable, dimensionless variable, dimensional constant, dimensionless constants. Okay, so next we will go for principle of homogeneity of dimension. Principle of homogeneity of dimension. What's the meaning that? What's the meaning that homogeneity? Homogeneity means same. What's the same? Dimension of one equation it will be same and the left and right hand side part. Left layum right layum neenga dimension substitute பண்றீங்க அப்படினா that value will be giving the equal dimension, that is called dimensional principle of homogeneity of dimension. Principle of homogeneity of dimension. You take one dimension V is equal to U plus AT. Substitute the dimension for the both sides. Velocity of dimension is L t power minus 1. Okay. In your book one table is there. You have to learn thoroughly that the table are having the dimension for all the physical quantities. First you should learn thoroughly, after you have to work out the dimension formulas for all the physical quantities. Okay. So dimension formula for V is L t power minus 1. Dimension formula U is, that is the velocity, that is also velocity. So L t power minus 1 plus acceleration formula is L t power minus 2 and t is t. Okay. Then L t power minus 1 is equal to L t power minus 1 plus L, okay, t power minus 2, t power 1. So L t power minus 2 plus 1. Okay. So L t power minus 1 is equal to L t power minus 1 plus L t minus 2 plus 1, that is also minus 1. So L t power minus 1. So three quantities will be having the same value. Suppose one side is the same dimension, you have to add easily. So L t power minus 1 is equal to 2 into L t power minus 1. So 2 does not having dimension, so it will be equal. So rendu side le dimension equal அப்படினா அது principle of homogeneity of dimension. So both side dimension will be equal, it will be called as a principle of homogeneity of dimension. Okay, clear that? So this is a very important 2 mark, have to learn thoroughly. Okay. Then next we will go for uses of dimension analysis. What's the meaning that uses of dimension analysis? You know thoroughly the dimension analysis. What's the use? What's the advantages of dimension analysis? 3 is there. I explained 2 in this session. Okay. So first one, to convert a physical quantity from one system of unit to another one system. What's the meaning that, ma'am? To convert a physical quantity from one system of unit to another one system. Various system of units is there. Already I explained in the previous class. FPS, MKS, CGS, SI, various system is there. We convert one system of unit to another one system of unit. So first application is convert a physical quantity from one system of unit to another system of unit. So okay. So another system of unit. So convert a physical quantity from one system of unit to another one system. For example, அதாவது ஒரு சிஜிஎஸ் சிஸ்டத்தில் கொடுத்துருப்பாங்க, அதை எஸ்ஐ சிஸ்டத்தில் எப்படி கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணலாம். சிஜிஎஸ் சிஸ்டத்தில் இப்போ ஒரு வேல்யூ கொடுத்துருக்காங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க, அதோட நியூமரிக்கல் வேல்யூ அண்ட் தென் அதோட யூனிட் இஸ் ஈக்குவல் டு தட்ஸ் செகண்ட் சிஸ்டம் நியூமரிக்கல் வேல்யூ அண்ட் செகண்ட் சிஸ்டம் யூனிட். It will be equal to constant. You have to take and then easily convert to one system of unit to another one system of unit. So numerical value and then unit of first system, numerical value and the unit of second system. It will be easily to convert a physical quantity from one system of unit to another one system of unit. In our book having one example, that the example is convert 76 centimeter of mercury into Newton meter per minus 2. 76 centimeter of mercury 76 centimeter of mercury into convert into Newton meter per minus 2. 76 centimeter of mercury convert into Newton per meter square. 76 centimeter of mercury, what is that? That is a pressure, because you take one container, so fill the mercury at the level of 76 centimeter. ஒரு நீளமாக ஒரு டியூப் எடுத்துக்கோங்க, அந்த டியூப்பில் 76 சென்டிமீட்டருக்கு மெர்க்குரியை ஃபில் பண்ணி வச்சுருந்தீங்கன்னா அதில் அட்டைன் ஆகக்கூடிய ப்ரெஷரை நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ண போகிறீங்க, சிஜிஎஸ் சிஸ்டத்தில் உனக்கு கொடுத்துருக்காங்க, அதை எஸ்ஐ சிஸ்டத்துக்கு கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணணும். ஓகே. ஸோ கன்வெர்ட் அ ஃபிசிக்கல் குவான்டிட்டி ஃப்ரம் சிஜிஎஸ் சிஸ்டம் டு எஸ்ஐ சிஸ்டம். ஸோ 76 centimeter mercury, first you take in the CGS system values. Okay. So the pressure P1 is equal to 76 centimeter. Density of pressure is 13.6 in centimeter per minus 2. Centimeter la mention பண்ணிருக்கனால density of mercury is 13.6 because pressure formula is P is equal to H rho G. Okay. Height of the liquid, density of the liquid and acceleration due to gravity. So acceleration due density சரி, acceleration due to gravity சரி, நீங்கள் வந்து என்ன பண்ணணும், CGS சிஸ்டத்தில் தான் மென்ஷன் பண்ணணும். ஓகே. ஸோ 76 centimeter and density of mercury is 13.6 and density of mercury and acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meter per second square, but it will be converted into centimeter per second square 980. Actually value is 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, but centimeter எழுதுறதுனால 980 die in centimeter per minus 2 னு எழுதிருக்கோம். Okay, this is the CGS system value 76 into 13.6 into 98 die in centimeter per minus 2. Clear that? Then dimension formula for pressure is m L power minus 1 T power minus 2. That is the dimension formula for dimension analysis. Sorry, pressure. Now we will easily calculate. First we have to mention the dimensional formula in both sides, and then A, B, C power it will be also noted down. So first in CGS system and SI system you take. Okay, so we want mass, length, time. In CGS system how will you mention, and SI system how will you mention? Mass in CGS 1 centimeter, mass in SI system 1 meter, and length in mass is 1 gram and mass is 1 kilogram. In CGS mass is gram and SI 1 kilogram, and length 1 centimeter and mass 1 meter, and then time 1 second and 1 second. What's the reason mark? CGS, centimeter, gram and second. So length it will be mentioned as 1 centimeter, gram mass is mentioned as 1 gram, and second 1 second. But in SI centimeter it will be mentioned at length it will be mentioned as meter, and mass is mentioned as kilogram, and time is mentioned as 1 second. Okay, so we will consider the pressure of two systems. First one P1, pressure in first system, and then unit M L T. Okay, M L T, and then A B C. Okay, so we will mention as A B C is the power of 2. Powers நமக்கு என்ன தெரியாது, ஸோ பவரை வந்து என்ன பண்ணியிருக்கோம் ஏபிசின்னு மென்ஷன் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். ஓகேவா, தென் P2 into MLT. Okay, ABC. Okay, so pressure 1 M1 L1 T1, pressure 2 M2 L2 T2. Clear that ma? So first system and second system, first system pressure and then unit, second system pressure and then unit. First ABC value you have to note down. A, you have to compare with the dimensional formula in M power A, L power B and T power C. A is 1 is there. Okay, you have to compare in the both side. A is equal to 1 and B is equal to minus 1 and C is equal to minus 2. Clear ma? So A is equal to 1, B is equal to minus 1 and C is equal to minus 2. We want B1 or B2 ma? B2, because B1 in the CGS system, B2 is SI system. We want pressure in SI system. So B2 only we want. So you take P2 is equal to P1 and then M1A, L1B, T1C, denominator M2A, L2B and T2C. Okay, clear that? Then P2 is equal to P1 into the whole bracket of M1 M2. Okay, so M1 by M2 the whole power A, L1 by L2 the whole power B, then T1 by T2 the whole power C. All of you understood? P1 P2 is you have to take is one side, and then M2 L2 T2 is taken as the denominator part. So M1A L1B T1C by M2A L2B T2C. Okay, so taking the A it will be common and B to be common, C to be common. So M1 by M2 the whole power A, L1 by L2 the whole power B, T1 by T2 the whole power C. Clear that? So substitute the M1 value, L1 value, T1 value, it will be substituted in the equation. M1 is L1 T1, M2 L2 and D2. Okay, substitute பண்ணுங்க இந்த values எல்லாத்தையும் அங்க substitute பண்ணுங்க. என்ன ஆகும்? P2 value is P2 is equal to P1. What's the formula for P1? What's the value of P1? 76 into 13.6 into 980. Okay, clear? P1 value I substitute, and M1 M2 value we want to be substitute. M1, what's the M1 ma? M1 is 1 gram, then M2 is 1 kilogram, then power A is 1. Okay, then L1 is L1, what's the L1 ma? 1 centimeter, then L2 1 meter, then the power P is -1, then T1 is, what's the value of T1? 1 second by 1 second, the power C is -2. இது உங்களுக்கு புரிஞ்சாமா? B2 நம்ம calculate பண்ண போறோம். So we want to substitute the B1 value, M1, M2, L1, L2, T1, T2 and A, B, C value. All the values to be substituted in this equation. Okay, clear that? So next we will convert all the values in SI. Gram is CJ system, centimeter in CJ system. Okay, that is CJ system values we will want to convert the SI system. So P2 is equal to 76 into 13.6 into 980 into, okay, into 1 gram. How will you convert 1 gram into kilogram? Kilogram is equal to 10 power 3, okay, 10 power 3 gram. We want 1 gram. So how will you convert? 1 gram is equal to 10 power -3 because 1 நமக்கு 1 gram வேணும்னா இந்த 10 power 3 இங்கே வரும். So denominator வரும்போது 1 power 10 power 3 ன்னு வரும். That is called 10 power -3. Okay, so we want substitute 10 power -3 by, then M2 1 kilogram, then 1 kilogram, 10 power -3 kilogram. Okay, power is 1. Then centimeter will be converted into meter. 1 centimeter is equal to 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So that is called 10 square centimeter. But we want centimeter. So 1 centimeter is equal to 10 power -2 meter. 10 power -2 meters. So we substitute in the 1 centimeter form. So 10 power -2 centimeter by 1 10 power -2 meter by 1 meter, the whole power -1, then 1 second by 1 second, the whole power -2. Clear? So next we will substitute 76 into 13.6 into 980 into 10 power -3, the whole power 1. So 10 power -3 just, and then 10 power -2 into -1, 10 square into 10 power 1 by 1. What's the use? 1 by 1, that's the value is 1 because 1 by 1 power 2. So that's the value simply is noted as 1. Okay, then we both of them, all the values to be multiplied to get 1.02 into 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. So we want to multiply all the values, we easily get 1.01 in 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. What's the problem? ஒரு சிஸ்டம் ஆஃப் யூனிட்லேருந்து இன்னொரு சிஸ்டம் ஆஃப் யூனிட்டுக்கு நீங்கள் ப்ரெஷராக கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்க. அதாவது சிஜிஎஸ் சிஸ்டம், we easily convert a CGS system value into SI system. How? You take both the dimension formula as well as the value, you have to take and substitute all the values M1, L1, T1, T2 and then M1, M2, A, B, C, all the values to be substitute and easily find out the value of pressure in SI system. CGS சிஸ்டத்தில் ப்ரெஷரோட வேல்யூ கொடுத்துருக்காங்க, SI சிஸ்டத்தில் நீங்கள் ப்ரெஷரோட வேல்யூ கேல்குலேட் பண்ணுறீங்க. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைமென்ஷன் ஃபார்முலா எடுத்துக்கிறீங்க, எடுத்துகிட்டு 2 டைமென்ஷன் ஃபார்முலாவே ஈக்குவேட் பண்ணுறீங்க. எல்லா வேல்யூஸையும் சிஜிஎஸ் சிஸ்டத்துலையும் சரி SI சிஸ்டத்துலையும் சரி சப்ஸ்டியூட் பண்ணுறீங்க. சிஜிஎஸ் சிஸ்டத்தோட வேல்யூஸ் எல்லாத்தையும் SI சிஸ்டத்துக்கு கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணுறீங்க, எல்லா வேல்யூவையும் மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணுறீங்க, ஆன்சர் ஒன்று கிடைக்கும். ஓகே, ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் த ஒன் யூஸ், convert a physical quantity from one system of unit to another one system of unit. This is the one use. Okay, then I explain the second use, simple problem. Third use already I will explain in the next session. Okay, second use only I explained that. What's the second use? Second application is to check the dimensional correctness of a given equation. To check dimensional correctness of a given equation. Dimensional correctness of a given equation. What's the meaning there? Dimensional correctness of given equation. What is the meaning? Dimensional correctness, that the equation dimensionally correct or not, that will be checked. So to check dimensional correctness of a given equation, so one equation you have to take, that is v square is equal to u square plus 2as. You have to take one equation. Okay, this is the Newton's third equation. V square is equal to u square plus 2a. Substitute all the values in the system. What are the values? V is velocity. What's the formula, dimensional formula for velocity? Lt power minus 2 the whole square is equal to Lt power minus 1 the whole square plus 2 into Lt power acceleration. So acceleration formula is Lt power minus 2, and what is this? S is displacement. So displacement just mentioned as L. Okay. So L square T power minus 2, L square T power minus 2 is equal to L square T power minus 2 plus 2 into L to L. So L square T power minus 2. Okay. So L square T power minus 2, L square T power minus 2, 2 into L square T power minus 2. So another one, the same dimension ஒரே side இருந்துச்சுனா you have to add the 2. So L square T power minus 2 is equal to 3 into L square T power minus 2. 3 does not having dimension. So two sides it will be equal or not? It will be equal. So this equation is dimensionally correct. So second application is one equation you have to take, one equation is given, that the equation you have to check dimensionally correct or not. That is the second application. So how will you check the dimensional correctness of an equation? You have to consider one equation, substitute all the dimension value in this equation, and then easily calculate that the equation is dimensionally correct or not. Okay. What was learned in the previous, what was learned in this session, ma? First, what are dimension analysis? How to mention the dimension analysis for all the physical quantities? What is dimension formula? What is dimensional equation? And then dimensional constant, dimensional variables, dimensionless variables, dimensional constant, dimensionless constant, that all are discussed. And then what is principle of homogeneity of dimension also I state. And then what are the uses of dimension analysis? Already I explained the two uses. First, what's the first use? Convert a physical quantity from one system of unit to another one system of unit. And second one, to check the dimensional correctness of the given equation. So that the two questions is very very important for a detail and then 3 mark. Okay, you have to learn thoroughly. And then home assignment for today's session. Home assignment for today's session. Learn and write, convert 76 centimeter of mercury into Newton meter per minus 2. Okay, noted ma? Convert 76 centimeter of mercury into Newton per meter square. This is the example problem. You have to learn and write thoroughly. Okay, thank you.